welcome back to my channel. So it's been quite a while. I took a little break and tried to focus a little bit more on Instagram, especially because I'm pregnant and nausea has completely taken over my life and it sucks. This one is definitely worse than Aiden's pregnancy. So it's a really big adjustment. I take extra medicine. I literally could not get up out of bed. I was like on the couch all the time. So, but now I am almost 5 months pregnant. So we're almost there. I say almost, but we're not really there. We're not there yet. But I do have a nice little bump to show for it. And we're going to be finding out the gender of our child soon. So hopefully I'll let you guys know that. And I'll probably make like a big post on Instagram or something, on stories. Maybe I can record the gender reveal. But I don't really know. I didn't do this the first time around. I didn't even really start YouTube until after Aiden was born, so we'll just have to see. But we're actually in the process of selling our house right now, so I'm actually sitting on the floor with the stand behind me and my lights just on the floor right now. My makeup's on the floor right now. Like I'm gonna be bending over the whole entire time, which is gonna be super uncomfortable because I have a belly. And of course, I normally film in sweatpants and I am in shorts because I am burning up. So, I don't know what kind of look I'm going to do. I'm probably about to find one somewhere on the internet and recreate it to get my juices flowing a little bit. But other than that, yeah. I'm hoping to be able to film a couple more videos for you guys. I think I'm gonna hurry up and like film like 5 back to back and then edit a couple of them as I go. That way I'm not trying to film, edit, because I feel like that just kind of worn me down. So I'm probably gonna just do one of these Instagram inspired makeup looks and hope that it doesn't go super badly, because as you know, I don't plan out any of my looks. I basically look at a picture and that's what we end up with. So let's all hope for the best and we'll go ahead and get started. So I'm going to use the Modern Renaissance palette because I feel like that's one of the palettes that I guess that people kind of like gave up on using. And I know a lot of people can't keep up with the new palettes like getting the Soft Glam or the Prism or Subculture. So, you know, they only splurged on one palette. And what I think I'm going to try to start doing from now on is I'm going to try to keep it within one palette, because I know a lot of people will like not really complain, but it's pretty difficult when you go out and buy a palette and then you have somebody that is using 4 or 5 different palettes and then they have to go out and buy more things, you know? So I'm going to start off with the Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Pomade, and this is in the shade Dark Brown. Now, of course, I've gone ahead and added a couple of drops of oil into here just to make it more easily spreadable, I guess would be the word. Because if you have this pomade, you know that sometimes like it can dry out, and to make it easier to use, if you just add like 1 or 2 drops of oil, like a facial oil, it'll make it a little bit easier to play with and manipulate. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows. So I'm going to clean up my brows with the Tarte Shape Tape concealer. I'm running really low on this. I really need to get another one. But I really don't feel like going to grab the one over there. It feels like it's so far away. So we're just gonna have to get as much as we can out of this baby real quick. So I like to line my eyes and then take my damp beauty blender and just kind of even it all out so it's not really cakey, I guess. And then I'm going to take my Coty Airspun translucent powder and I'm going to take like a really small brush and just set the whole eyelid. I'm going to take the Modern Renaissance palette. And so today we're going to be focusing on mainly the reds. So like Love Letter and Venetian Red, a little bit of Blonde Fresco, maybe some Red Ochre, Red Ochre, yeah. So we're going to stick with those very berry colors. And then this one doesn't have a black, which I know I said I'm not going to do, but like you can find a black in any palette. So I'm going to use the Noir out of the Soft Glam palette. You don't have to use a Soft Glam palette. If you have a black shade from anywhere, use that, but this one just doesn't have a black in it. And that's kind of like what I really want my lip to look like. So, I mean, yeah, you might not need, I don't know, I never know, so it doesn't even really matter. So I'm going to start off first by taking a blending brush. This is the Sigma E35. It's a tapered blending brush. And I'm just going to take some of the Golden Ochre, this one right here, and I'm going to apply that kind of above the crease, just to give us a starting base of color. Because I'm a little scaredy cat and I don't like to jump straight into color. Like I feel like it needs a little bit of something before the color. That might just be just me. And I don't know. But if you want to hurry up and jump into that red, like be my guest. I just like adding a little bit of something. And it's not like it's super like dark and it's gonna affect the look at all. So I'm gonna take a little bit of the Blonde Fresco right here, and with that same brush, I'm just gonna blend over where we just were. A little bit more towards the crease though. And then if you ever feel like your eyeshadow is not blending out, my favorite brush to kind of blend everything together is the Sigma E37. It's called the All Over Blend. It's like a really, really thick blending brush, because if you look at like a regular tapered brush, you can see that this one has like the long bristles and this one's like really short dome shaped, but this is your best friend to kind of blend everything out. So next I'm going to take the love letter. I know, jumping straight into the scary colors. And I'm going to use, you're gonna hear my dog run in like 3 seconds. I'm gonna use this one. This is the Sigma F63, the Air Brush Blender. So it's a little shorter, but like just as flexible as the regular blending brush. So I'm going to dip into love letter and I'm going to get really into that crease. So from there, I'm going to take the Venetian red, and I'm kind of going to add that to the outer and work it a little bit into the middle of the crease area, just to darken up that outer corner. So it looks like a red hot mess right now. But I'm going to take a little bit of the Cypress Umber right here. And I'm just going to see how dark I can get this outer edge and see if I need to yeah, I'm going to use the black from the Noir, from the Soft Glam. So I'm going to use the Noir right here. You don't have to use it out of the Soft Glam, but it was just the closest black that I had at the moment. That was an arm's reach. So next we're going to take some glitter. This is one of the loose glitters from Holy Glitters. You can follow them on Instagram, Holy Glitters, well, at Holy Glitters. They have like bundles, they have loose, they have pressed. This is one of, I think, in the pink family that I bought. I bought a whole bunch of them. I bought like a green, a blue, another one that was like pinks, blues, and like silvers. And then I bought an all pink bundle, all blue bundle, all green bundle. Yeah, I bought a lot of glitter. I've never used loose glitter before, so I definitely wanted to see how different it was than the pressed glitters, of course. So this is the shade Bromby. And it's like a jazzy, it's like a very like jazzy, very kind of glitter. Like a very pretty maroonish in this kind of category. So to apply it, I'm going to be using the NYX glitter primer. So it looks like this. There is a bigger tube, but this one's like itty bitty tiny because it came with one of the glitter packs that I got. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply the glitter primer to my eyelid, let it get a little tacky, and then from there I'm going to press the glitter onto my eyelid. and then I press and pack. So I'm going to start off using the Tarte Clean Slate Timeless Smoothing Primer. So it's just like the shiny top, and then it has all the information on the back. This helps to blur pores and fine lines. So especially for more mature skin, this is definitely a big help. I like this because sometimes I can wear this even without makeup, because it just gives you that really smooth skin effect. And of course, my skin is terrible. I have bumps everywhere. The texture is just horrible right now. So bear with me because my face will be super duper bumpy. So one thing's for sure, I am not glowing with this child. So for foundation, I'm using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation. This is in the shade L2 Mont Blanc. This has been my go-to foundation lately. It's really good for all types of skin. And you can even use, I've been using the Sigma Curve Kabuki. It's the F83. This is what I've been using to apply my foundation, but you are more than welcome to use a beauty blender. It's just not as, it's not as full coverage, I find, as this is when I use a brush, which you would think would be the other way around, but it's actually not. So I'm gonna try to use the Shape Tape for my concealer. I'm trying to get as much out of it as I possibly can, because if you use this, you know that there is no discount code that can be used for Shape Tape. Shape Tape is the same all the way across the board. You have no pro discount, barely ever any sales. So I'm definitely going to try to get as much out of it as I can before having to get a new tube, which really upsets me because I love this stuff. And then I'm also going to use my Beauty For Real, my Bronze and Glow, the Coco Cabana side, for my cream contour. So I've also been using the Sigma Concealer Blend Kabuki. It's the F79 to blend out my concealer. And it's actually been looking pretty darn good. So from there, I'm taking the Coty Airspun again, and I'm just going to set my areas will basically set these pretty good. The parts that I did highlight, and then I kind of just brush over everywhere else, focusing just on these main parts here. So then, like with the access, I go and I brush all over. And then I take my Hoola bronzer, of course, and I go in and darken my contour. Oh god. Oh my god. I'm too pregnant for this. Okay, and then this is where I take my Zenith Beauty blender and I set my face. And I'm setting everywhere that I have highlighted to basically reinforce that highlight. And this helps when I get under my eyes so that none of the shadow comes onto my foundation and stays. So I'm going to take this nice little tight line brush. This is the flat definer, the E15 Sigma. And I'm dipping that in the Noir. And I'm just going to try to line that lash line a little bit. I guess I should bring this in front of me. Just get into the lash line a little bit. I'm just kind of repetitively, just like a tattoo kind of thing. And I'm gonna just gonna extend out instead of curving with the eye, just because I feel like being a little extra. Lane will be laughing right now. So I'm not swiping, I'm just kind of stamping it on. We're going to take the E25 again, and we're going to dip that into the Venetian red. And we're just going to try to get close to that black, if not like really on top of it. I'm gonna take my domed utility, the E34, to with the love letter. I'm just gonna go back and forth to blend out the smokiness of the eye. So now that we're done with shadow, I'm gonna move on to the eyeliner. I have been using the Inglot, and this is the number 77. I don't know if you've ever heard of this brand before. It's supposed to be like the darkest black liner ever. And it's super easy to use. It's not thick, it glides on easy. You have to be like careful like when you dip into it, because I actually put my nail into it already. So you have to be like super careful, because as soon as you touch it, it like crumbles, because it's got like, I guess, that much oil in it. I don't know if that's the right word, but it's very smooth. And you kind of have to let it dry down a little bit because it will move and transfer, but it does dry to a matte finish. So if you use like the Maybelline like I did, it's definitely a lot oilier, a lot more fragile. You don't have to dip into it a million times to get a lot of product. Okay, so if you see what I just did, I kind of took the black liner and I went right above where the black is. I just brought it a little bit, like almost halfway to the waterline, like halfway to the eye. So it's almost like a shadow underneath the liner. So for the lashes, I've been using the Pixie by Petra Large Lash Mascara. This is in the #1 Bold Black. So this does actually come with a lash primer, but I'm just going to use this for right now. Just really don't feel like getting up and going to get it. So for my lashes, I'm going to be using the Lily Lashes, and this is in the style Mine. So of course I always use my tweezers to apply my lashes. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and just take like a large brush and dust everything off, because we is done with that. So I'm going to use my Tarte Amazonian Clay blush. This is in the shade Partey. It's my favorite blush of all time. Best shade ever, because I'm not a really blush person. So it's like the closest like nude-ish color that they do have. And it actually came in a birthday gift if you've been following me on YouTube. And I finally was able to find it in the stores, online. And I'm going to take that Beauty For Real stick again, and I'm using the High Tide side, which is kind of like the highlighter. And it just honestly helps to give me a better base for my highlight. And I go all the way around, go down, anywhere I'm really supposed to highlight. I just go all the way around. And then I'll take like a buffing brush, like this brush, and just kind of buff it out a little bit. So you can see that it has a little highlight already. This is basically an on-the-go highlight and contour stick. I use it to kind of cream contour and to enhance my highlight, because we're about to use the Dream Glow Kit, which is a dream. So basically, Norvina said that when she formulated these shades, that she went with the same formulation from the Nicole Guerrero glue kit, and that is my favorite glue kit. Like, it's everything. And of course, like, they don't sell it anymore. And of course mine broke. My child dropped it. Well, actually he ran into me, so I dropped it. But still, I'm gonna blame it on him. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna mix Wish, or I just want to dip my face in all of them. I'm gonna mix Wish, Sunshine, and Magic together. So Wish, Sunshine, and Magic all together to create the perfect little blend. But I'm going to spray my face. And this is with the CoverGirl Lock Up All Day Setting Mist. Kind of has like a different kind of smell to it. I don't know how to explain it. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Because I don't think you're ready. Yes. This is why I bought 2 of these. Hopefully this kit will stay though. And honestly, I'm not like digging into it either. Like, I'm literally tap, tap, tap. And you're getting those results. And I'm going to take, this is actually a Sephora brush. It's the Pro Smoky Liner. I actually use it to get in my inner crease and my brow bone. And I'm gonna dip in all 3 colors and really just highlight away, which I'm probably gonna wet it a little bit, just to make sure I get that really pop and highlight. Oh yeah. And then of course I need to take my NYX brow mascara and go over my brows, because once we start putting the highlight and the powders and stuff, they do kind of start to get really powdery looking and lighter. And then for lips, I might, let's see, look away. Yeah. Sorry, kind of went to it, but I'm gonna use the Latte Matte Lipstick from ABH, Anastasia. And I'm going to add a little bit of the KKW Beauty. This is a cream liquid lipstick. And it's in the shade Kimberly. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed me being back for this tutorial. I will be giving you more updates on the pregnancy and our new house, and hopefully I'll be putting out more content for you guys more regularly. Please make sure to subscribe, like, and share this video, and be sure to follow me on Instagram at Mindy Punch, Snapchat, Twitter, it's all at Mindy Punch, so that we can connect there as well. And I will see you guys next time. Bye.